Conservative MP for Harlow, Robert Halfon, was featured. Now, I spoke to Robert earlier on this morning, and I asked him if he ever imagined that he would star in a reality TV show.
Not in a million years. In fact, when the BBC came to ask me if I would do it, I had to think about it for a very long time, because I thought to myself, what happens if I make a big mistake? Well, then that will be on TV for everyone to see.
And of course, there is a danger of that, isn't there? Shall we say we've seen things edited in the past in an unfavourable manner on reality TV shows, haven't we?
Yeah, and they followed me around for quite a few months. So I'd be walking through the Commons corridors. They would be following me, even getting in and out of my car. But they assured me they weren't there to try and cause problems. They really wanted to show people what Parliament was like. And after a while, it did take a while, I kind of got used to the cameras being about, and I relaxed a bit more.
How far did they follow you?
Well, there were a few times, like I think last night they showed a picture of me outside the Chancellor's house in 11 Downing Street, but for that particular shot I had to walk 2 or 3 times so they would get the shot exactly right. And of course at the time I was knackered, and it was a boiling hot day, and I was just thinking, all I want to do is get back in my car. But you just have to, you do these things. They were incredibly nice people as well, and in the end I took the risk because I thought it was worth it, and I just thought that actually it would be an amazing way that shows the public how Parliament really works.
And how do you feel you came across last night?
I was worried about it beforehand, and I was thinking, am I still going to be an MP this morning? But actually, I think it was okay. But of course, I'd rather other people judged what I was like. I'll find out, no doubt, over the next few days.
Yeah. How important is it to see, for people to see what goes on in Parliament?
Yeah, well, this is why this programme is groundbreaking, because it shows Parliament that has never, ever, ever in our history been shown. I mean, I've been there now nearly 5 years, and there were loads of things that I didn't even know by watching the programme. It's never, ever shown on TV what's called the division lobbies. That's the voting lobbies, where MPs have to walk through. It's shown inside a Big Ben. It's shown the basements of Parliament. Now,
the Prime Minister, David Cameron, described Parliament as looking half like a museum, half like a church, and half like a school, which is profound, if a little poor on the maths front. How would you describe Parliament?
Well, there is an element that it's like Hogwarts, and there are even these little talk when you walk through the voting lobbies. There are these. I've often brought Harlow residents to Parliament on tours, and I've shown them these tall desks that they sit on that remind me of those, I think they're the goblins in Harry Potter who sit on the desks marking things. There is a Hogwarts element about it, but I think the best way is, I think I've described this before, is it's a bit like that computer and the imitation game. It's a big, ginormous analogue computer like the one in Bletchley Park. It's a work of genius, but the problem with it is that it takes decades, not years, decades to understand exactly what goes on. And I think that's part of the problem, and I think that's why the programme will actually change quite a bit of that and help people understand what goes on.
Well, there you go. Reality TV star Robert Halfon, Conservative MP for Harlow, and he featured on Inside the Commons last night.